we're going to do a brief review on how to find a subcontractor. If you go to cslb.ca.gov, that stands for Contractor State License Board. This only works for the state of California. You can then go to license check, and you'll be able to check by their number, their name. If you know someone on the personnel list, you have to know exactly what their name is. If they're like Chris Smith and their actual legal name is Christopher Smith, or may go by their middle name, it's a little bit more tricky. So I don't have any license numbers. I'm just looking for contractor names. The first contractor I had in my paperwork was A.A. Gonzalez. But when I went to search for them, it started bringing up companies that weren't even theirs. So I went back because it can be most difficult when they have abbreviation like this. You don't know if it's A.A. Gonzalez. So I just started with A space because I didn't see any periods on their information. And now they're the first one that came up. And the only reason I can make a strong assumption that this is them is because of their location. These projects are in Southern California. San Fernando is in that area. So I can click on that and it brings up all their business information. So this seems to be the only spot that you can find a phone number for the company. And this is typically their most recent mailing address, but it could depend. This is their license status, which is important because if we're checking to make sure their license is current, we also want to make sure that it's active and they don't have any issues that are causing them not to be able to do construction work because their license has an issue. It'll show all the classifications that they're licensed for. We don't typically care so much about their bonding or workers' comp. That's not usually our focus. But down here at the bottom, it says personnel list, super, super, super small. But if you click on it, it will show you everyone that the license is associated with and those who have been removed from the license. Two reasons this is important. If you're looking through a compliance packet and you see that Abel Anthony Gonzalez signed it, that compliance packet typically is no longer valid because that person doesn't work for their company anymore. So it needs to be signed by someone on the license. So in this case, we're just going to choose the first person we see and put that as our contact. But if you want to see mine too, but for contact, we just want to have somebody that we could speak to. So if we go back one more page, it's going to take us back to that main page with the license. And then the license number here's at the top. It was at the top of that other page. I'm going to copy it here. I have the DIR already pulled up. And what I want to do is scroll down and find a public works contractor. With this information, I can typically put that CSLB number in the search bar and hit enter. It's A. Gonzalez. So, sorry, it can be difficult to find them. But if you click their number, you can see when they did their registration. This says a different mailing address than that physical address. That's just something to keep in mind if you were going to mail them a letter or something. But I highly doubt their physical address is a P.O. box. How do you work out of a P.O. box? That's really small. This also does have their phone number, which is great. This might be a good first place to go. So you're not going to two places, but this won't tell you if their CSLB is current or not. And it doesn't always tell you who's on it, but it does give you the email address. This tells you the president. Doesn't mean that's his email address. I highly doubt compliance is the president's email address, but just a quick way to find some subcontractors in California.